It's a hot vax fall now.
Dude, man, this fall. What
are you looking for?
No, I just feel like, I don't know, you're right. I sound nasally, right?
Yeah, you do.
I know, that's weird. You just tripped me
the
out.
fucking weather, bro.
No,
I know, it is.
With a fucking nosebleed.
Yeah, see, yeah. It's gotta be.
What the fuck's going on?
Are we recording?
I believe so, like we
we
always do. This is the Said No One Ever podcast.
A podcast about things you never knew you wanted to hear about.
I'm Ian Bennett.
And I'm Martin Moore.
Let's get into it.
Ian, what's good with you, dude?
Dude, honestly, like I
haven't seen you in a week.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a week.
I listened to the last week's episode.
Yeah.
The one about you and me. It was really good. I thought it was gonna be like this pretentious hour-long diatribe about you and me, like just like
I didn't even listen to it.
Massaging each other's ego. It's actually really, really good. So
yeah, it's been crazy. But this guest, man, it's interesting.
jacked.
It's interesting because like a crazy group of people, man. Like honestly, your box, your box is crazy. You have like every dimension in this box of people that you know, and like I just don't know how you know them. Like, yeah, but I get around too.
I'm a common social hoe.
No, yeah, exactly. No, but I get around too. But I just don't know how do you build these friendships with all these people? Because honestly, we have another I looked at his Instagram. Dude, he's fire, dude.
He's fire.
Like he's like, and I'm like tracks too. Like, come on, man.
I thought,
really?
I thought this dude was gonna be. So
Yeah.
this is going to be the perfect conversation with what's going on right now. And I don't know what's going to be happening once this podcast releases, but I was listening to my Apple podcast on the way here to get caught up on the news. And you know all the shit that's going around with the debt ceiling? I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how they're going to have to like raise it or otherwise the U.S. is going to default on their loans. And then they were talking about, well, the government can just print $1 trillion coin and then deposit it and then like everything's fixed. And I'm like, boy, that sounds awful. Like how the fuck can you just fabricate $1 trillion out of nowhere and your problems are solved? So that got me thinking about like money, the value of it, the future of money, digital payments, cryptocurrency, all that stuff. And so that's why I thought having this guy here was going to be great for this episode. He's a rapper, a producer,
dude, I know.
A fella who knows a lot about crypto. He's a good friend, known him for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Genesis Renji!
Oh, yeah!
It's Renji, right?
Yeah, you got it.
What up, dude?
Renji,
Welcome to the Said No One Ever podcast.
What's popping? How we doing?
Dude,
we're doing very good.
I'm doing good now.
Yeah,
doing good now.
You have an excellent podcast voice.
Yeah, he's got a good voice,
Thank
man.
you.
Like no
I spent all of high school working on my voice. Like
So
no bullshit.
If the whole music thing doesn't work
bullshit.
out, you can do like Pixar movies.
The music thing is gonna work out, but I'm also gonna do Pixar things.
You can voice over like Cars 26.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Yeah.
Why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about who you are, what you do, what you got going on right now?
Man. I'm the fucking GOAT, first and foremost.
I love it.
I'm great at any and everything I do, even the bad shit. I'm Genesis Renji, man. Emmy nominated hip hop artist, recording engineer, retired poet. I'm an author now too. Published a book last year.
This guy doesn't stop.
Yeah, I'm finishing my second book right now.
What was your
book? Love it. The book is called Goat Talk.
Ooh.
Words to manifest, motivate, and move. Yeah, man. I just grabbed all of my tweets and Facebook statuses that people loved over the last 2-3 years.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I threw them in a book together, and it was just like, here you go. So it's a quick read, just something to
Is
motivate.
it like just kind of sort of inspiring stuff that you
yeah,
said?
it's just some shit you go to just tap in.
I like that.
Little quotes I've said.
Do you ever go back to it like when you're in a? Because I know as a fellow creator, like when you get in those creative slumps, do you ever go back to it and just to kind of like I don't know, get some motivation?
Because I'll go back and be like, sometimes you got to tap in on the advice you give other people.
Yep.
You be like, I know I gave this for a reason, so why did I give it? And then you just browsing. I'm like, okay, I said that for all right, dope, all right, cool.
I always find, Ian, I don't know if this is true for you, but like I always find my biggest inspiration in myself. Boy, that sounded bad. It sounded good in my head, and then when it came out of my lips, it sounded.
No, I think
that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because I think yourself's got to motivate you, though, right?
Sure. So
you know what I'm saying?
This is what I do. Like, I'm never. So Diddy has this phrase. It's called He says I don't sleep in the trophy room, right? So it's like I don't get caught up on the things that I've done, but at the same time, you do have to acknowledge the trophy room, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
I'll do it at least once a quarter.
Okay.
At least once a quarter. I'll run through my entire catalog, everything I've put out. I've been recording music since I was 17.
Dang.
Well, before
How old
that,
are you
but
now?
I've been dropping projects since I was 17.
How old are you now?
I'm 29 now.
You look like a baby, man.
Thank you,
Gosh,
man. Hey,
this boy.
water, sleep,
Right?
exercise, yoga,
Moisturize.
minding my
Hey.
fucking
Ian knows about
business.
that moisturization.
all day. I
Minding my
moisturize all
fucking
day.
business.
Right? God.
But yeah, I'm gonna hook you up. I gotta hook you up with my sister. She's got a skincare line.
Okay,
Yeah,
bet.
we're gonna get you right.
Nice.
So, yeah, bro, I'll go back. I'll listen to the music and I'll appreciate the journey. So as I'm listening, I'm remembering the things I've done, what's happened at the time. 2017 to 2018 was one of my favorite years as an artist. Just the amount of shit that got done. Emmy nomination, Summerfest, Bucks halftime performance at the Pfizer.
Oh, I forgot you did that.
All of that shit. So we making that run and everything like that. Ooh, I hate to be him. I'm about to be a rapper real quick. I'm sorry.
We got someone coming here.
Happy.
Dang. Yo, this is what we do, man.
This is
what
when
we
the
do.
when the video podcast becomes advantageous. How are you guys? You want to get on the mic really quick? This is a Said No One Ever podcast.
Yeah, man.
Said no one ever. Yo, you got the craziest ideas.
Do you listen to it?
No, but we had a conversation.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dude,
Yeah,
this is crazy. Let's go.
we got a party in here now.
Dude, we're chilling. It's all good.
Listen, I am not gonna break up.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Love, bro. You
I
already
saw
know.
Renji. I was like, yeah, let's go.
You looking sharp though. You looking sharp, bro.
I like how you're in a suit and I'm in my swimsuit.
Yeah.
You're in your swim suit. That's what I spend most of my days. Actually.
So
well
that's
done.
perfect.
Well done.
Getting it right.
That's the way to go. It's dad mode.
Peace.
I love you.
Dude, that's the
Enjoy
first
your day,
time the podcast got crashed. I love it.
That's
My bad, Joe.
awesome.
I'm a rapper.
Dude, that's
Yo,
fun.
hey, who is that dude?
So that's Bobby Drake. Bobby Drake is a Hall of Fame poet from here. So during my stint as a poet
Dang.
in high school through college, because I retired poetry, but that's one of the OGs. That's one of my mentors, one of the big homies. Amazing writer, amazing wordsmith, amazing father, and man, he's just a great dude all around.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have got him. Like, man, we would have had
Bring
two
him on.
Jenny,
stars.
get the
Bring
fuck
him
out of
on.
here.
Bring him
No, we should have had. Man, I wish we had another mic, right?
Bring
I
him,
know, right?
Bring him in for an episode,
Wow.
man. He'll change your life. Just
So-
talking.
Dang.
We
Yeah.
got you on here
Oh, jeez.
for something
We've been
very,
rambling, my
very,
bad, Joe.
Yeah.
very different. We got very
I'm like
different.
blown away right now.
My bad.
I'm like, dang.
So this episode is called "The Penny Needs to R.I.P."
yes.
And
This is gonna be fun.
this is going to be cool. It's more about talking about money, the future of money, and mainly cryptocurrency, and just what the future of money and cash exchange is.
We're fun.
I know, right? so we kind of want to get into where are we right now when it comes to digital payments, cryptocurrency, how we pay for shit. I really want to get into something I'm passionate about, the penny, and killing it because I think it's the most useless piece of currency next to the dollar bill. So I want to get into that and just like paper money in general. I want to get into how COVID has changed the way we pay for things because with all the contactless payment and stuff like that, I think it's changing how much longer money's going to exist.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
And then get to decide who gets to determine what money is worth. What? Like, so that $1 trillion coin I talked about, who gets to decide that's worth $1 trillion? So let's get into it.
Yeah, but Reggie, first thing, I gotta stop you, Martin. How do you know so much about crypto, man? Because
Me?
you're like a poet. You're this. You think you would be like,
So I'm a
crypto.
I'm a Gemini.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about a lot of shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
I
like
could
to-
tell.
I don't
Is
like
Is that
to
in
be
your LinkedIn
bored.
profile? That
No,
you're a
it,
Gemini?
it should be.
Seriously.
It's in every other profile. It says it's
Genesis Gemini?
It's Emmy nominated rapper. It's a tattoo collector, Gemini savant. That's the bio. Yeah. But no, I was first introduced to crypto through one of my favorite rappers and influences, the late great Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
So he was on crypto back in 2014, 2015.
Okay.
And I remember watching one of his videos while I was I was working at a bank at the time, private bank. So I got to just do shit waiting on clients.
Yeah.
So I was watching a video of him overseas, and he had just recently invested into a crypto company. I think it was in Amsterdam. There was a crypto exchange company back over there. So he was talking about crypto back then. So that had me looking into it. Me being the stubborn fuck that I am, I only move at my own pace.
I know.
But I was knowledgeable about it. I was aware of it, and I kept up with it. So that and just learning about it over time, I picked up little gems and whatever I could accumulate.
Yeah.
I do want to preface this conversation the way I preface all things. I do not know shit. So
Okay.
Do not take your financial advice.
Right?
Nothing,
Your
bro.
investment
nothing,
advice?
Nothing. I only speak from personal
Okay.
experience, personal knowledge, and what has
Which is
worked
great.
for me.
No,
That
which is
it.
great though. That's
Yeah.
what we want.
And
right?
also what I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to lose a lot. So don't ever do what I do.
All right. Oh,
But that's it, man.
dang. What are you getting into though? What are you getting into? Like, are you into Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, of course.
Yeah, name drop a couple cryptos.
Bitcoin,
that
of course.
we don't know.
Ethereum,
Ian and I don't know about.
Ethereum, of
is
course.
Huge, yeah. What
Solana.
about Doge? Doge, no.
I don't fuck with Doge.
No, it's done.
There's no limit.
I know, man.
That's the problem. When you have something that has no limit, it has no value.
Dang, knowledge. Oh,
That's a soundbite right there.
Yo, say that again.
When something has no limit, it has no value. That's the reason why Bitcoin is such a push and a drive. There's a limited amount on it, right? It was created and coded to have a financial limit. That's the problem with fiat currency. The problem with money is you can print it whenever. So the value goes up and down whenever we need it to
Like
go
the
up
$1 trillion
and down.
coin.
Exactly.
Dude, this
Bullshit.
guy's
Yeah.
smart,
So,
bro.
so, it's
So
like-
Smart.
That's actually a great segue.
Yeah.
Let's backtrack. Let's get
do
into where we've been with money, where we are now, and what the future looks like. So right now, still paper money, coins is still the
It's still a
largest,
thing.
the largest,
Yeah.
whatever segment of financial transactions. And I got some interesting stats and statistics, which Ian knows I love that shit.
Loves his facts.
Most of it is about the penny, but the U.S. Mint produces more than 13 billion pennies each year.
for what?
I don't know.
For what?
But nearly 70% of all coins minted in the U.S. are pennies, and it costs
That's
1.67 cents to make a fucking penny,
It
which means
costs-
that it costs more to make
What?
the penny
What?
than it's worth.
All right,
What?
that right there,
Stupid.
that right there is called money laundering.
Yeah, right.
That is literally how all businesses operate, right? On paper, I'm gonna tell you this is what it costs to make something.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna do whatever it's gonna do less than what it costs to make it,
Right.
and that way I don't have to pay taxes.
Right.
And now the U.S. has a
Do
deficit.
you, Ian? Do you use paper money still, like when you travel or for anything?
With the whole COVID thing and all that, I mean, I'm plastic, but like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I have to have cash around to give my daughters, right? So
Oh, yeah.
I have kids, so I gotta have cash on deck. But no, I'm more like plastic guy, you know, or even on the phone, bang, swipe, bang,
I love
scan,
it.
bang,
Apple Pay.
you know what I mean? Real simple stuff, you know what I mean? And again, yeah, you know, I mean, you don't want. The money's dirty, man. Let's be honest, man. But
Did you know this? I'm fabricating the percentage, but it's something shocking. Like almost all money out there, like 80% of money has traces of cocaine on it.
Oh yeah, I heard
That's
of
fire.
that. So is cash king now, or is it still? Is it?
Cash is
getting-
always king.
That's what I'm saying,
Cash
right?
is always
But
king.
why, though?
It's just got a different face.
Do you
Have
think
you
it-
seen what cash can do?
That's what,
Yeah.
and right now though, right? I think
But
that's
is it-
why, right? Like if someone said, "Oh, I'll give you $100, or I'll write you a check," or someone says, "I'll give you $100 cash," what are you gonna take?
So here's the thing.
Yeah, that's
of why
true.
cash is always king, right? Cash has always made shit move.
Yeah,
matter
that's
is
what I'm
going
saying.
on.
I'm gonna grab that.
Credit is important. We all know credit is important. We know what credit can do, the leverage behind it, the security that you have, you know, OPM, other people's money, shit like that.
Sure.
Gives you more time, liability, leverage, blah, blah, blah. But when you want to get some shit done,
Cold hard cash.
Dude, this guy's
cash will make
smart,
some shit
dude.
move, bro. Every movie you've ever seen, any TV show you've ever watched, whether it was a legal or illegal person, when somebody went to get some shit done, what did they do?
That a
They dropped
briefcase
that-
full of cash.
Boom.
So why do you think? Is it because
I gotta get my bag.
so many people believe in it in a way that they don't believe in other forms of currency? Because we don't
that's one of
hustle
the-
salt.
That's
I don't.
one of the reasons.
I don't owe you $20 and give you like salt or pepper
Let's look at it.
or spices like they did.
Yeah,
Let's look at it in a modern legal / illegal way, right?
Sure.
Okay.
One, we spent so much time putting this value and this faith into this physical form of currency, right? This is something
Yeah.
we can touch. This is something we can see. This is something we can track. That's the other thing. Because we can track it, we also know that you can't track all of it. So if I get all of this fucking money coming in and I only tell you it's a certain amount of cash that's going out, you don't know what I'm doing with the rest
What's
of it. I can do
under the mattress
whatever
or
the fuck I want to do with that.
That's
the
true.
beauty. That's the beauty of cold hard cash. That's also the beauty of crypto, though.
yeah.
Because what crypto is, I can do whatever I want with all these things. It's verified by the people on the blockchain, but it's not verified by whatever government institutions that are.
No one
in-
can
that are in
see how
check.
much you actually have.
Yeah, because they don't have domain over that unless you're getting your crypto over a publicly trading platform like a Robinhood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything that's backed by the FDIC because that's federally
Sure.
insured, so they have domain over that.
Sure.
Dude, this guy is like, I can't even talk because I'm just, I'm taking all this. I'm like a sponge, dude. And
Hey.
I like, normally I'm like, I'm talking all the time. I can't even, I'm trying to process
We're gonna have
everything.
fun, dog.
Oh yeah.
God.
So cash is. I'm gonna say this: cash is never gonna leave.
You don't think so?
Okay.
I don't think cash is ever gonna leave.
Let's
I think
go.
cash evolves. I don't think it ever leaves though.
Dang.
I think it evolves because people always want something tangible.
So you think
Sure.
there might be another
You gotta
bill?
feel it. You gotta
think
feel
we
it.
might create another bill?
we might. I don't know. I like to look at movies and you know animations and shit like that for just ideas of where people are gonna go. I think it becomes the big term is credits. So where a metal form or some type of physical element replaces the paper cash. So instead of dollar bills, you have this credit. So this credit is worth, you know, whatever the some
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
10,000.
That's
This here's 10,000
crazy, yeah.
credits. This here is 20,000.
Sure.
This is, you know,
Yeah.
so the cash will just evolve because eventually
Into like a digital version of the cash, not Bitcoin,
yes,
but like
yes, yes and no.
like when you go to check your bank account on an app and it says you have
Yeah, yeah.
$100 that you have 100 credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Because
they'll find a physical
Find a physical,
format for
yeah.
that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I find it interesting. In the same article, they were saying by 2024, it's estimated that 50% of the world's population will be using digital wallets. So not
Yes.
like crypto, but like
Yeah, yeah.
like Apple Pay
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Samsung Pay or
By
Google Pay.
2024?
Yeah,
By
but-
2023.
You think so?
Yeah.
Way
Yeah.
more, way
So
faster.
what does that do then for the physical, the cold hard cash? Because the more people that use Samsung Pay, PayPal,
Okay, so
Amazon Pay,
so you
what
remember-
happens to the
You remember the thing we went through in the quarantine?
yeah
Yeah.
The coin shortage?
yeah
That's what happens.
oh
A coin
I
shortage.
forgot about that.
A coin shortage happens.
know.
Hopefully
so
it was a penny shortage.
So it's oh shit. We're running out of these natural minerals that we can mine, which is also true. We're running out of these natural minerals that we can mine that we use to, you know, make these things.
Yeah.
So we have a shortage now.
yeah.
So now it's all right, guys. You have to start using digital money. Here's a digital. Everybody's going to be digitally, but with that digital wallet also comes. Now you have federal access to track any and all
everything.
transactions.
Exactly.
Which is where that bill that Biden's trying to get passed, the $600 transactions through every bank account. That's where that comes into play.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I don't
all
like
right,
that.
that's why we get into crypto.
So how does so
So lost.
Can-
but
is
I'm
there a
so
way that you can
focused. This is
explain
amazing.
for-
This is amazing.
Hey, jump in whenever. Ask
Lay
questions.
people
I'll-
like-
I'll
Yeah,
put whatever
I
I
am.
can into play.
is there a way you can explain for lay people like me and Ian and the listeners
Yeah.
basically how crypto works?
Yeah, because I want to.
Okay.
Why can't I just make a IB26 coin?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
how come I can't
you
do
could,
that?
but what value would there be behind that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to set a limit.
What value would be? Well, I mean, but even
What can I buy with it, right?
Because you got to think about it. Like motherfuckers are dropping cryptocurrencies now. The way rappers are dropping songs
Yeah,
on Spotify.
that's true, I
You know,
know.
so it's
That's true.
it's nothing to make one. Anybody can make a
Okay.
currency. Motherfuckers was out here making money when the
Yeah.
dollar bill was made, but where people were putting their value or where people were backing it is what made it
Yeah.
the thing.
Because you need people to believe in whatever
Exactly.
it is. The U.S. government makes the dollar bill.
Exactly.
The people have to buy into it because the
Exactly.
government says so. So how does someone create? How come Ian can't create IB26 coin?
He can.
But someone can create. Like, how did Bitcoin get enough people to
Yeah, exactly.
So
to believe in it to the point where someone like you or I or Ian would actually?
right?
here's where
Buy
I'm
it.
gonna do my best.
Because that seems like the Wizard of Oz kind of shit. Like,
yeah. But that's the whole thing about money is like if we really take a step back, and I'm gonna get in my my philosophy bag real quick.
Yeah.
If we really take a step back and just look at everything, right? None of this shit matters. Like if
That's a great
If we
point.
keep it a buck, none of this shit matters. When you look at money for what it really is, this dollar is only worth $1 because the majority of us agree it's worth
worth
$1. Same thing goes for $5, $100, whatever, blah, 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 blah. If tomorrow the entire world was like, that's just fucking paper, and we go back to gold,
Yeah.
true.
it's just fucking paper.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just fucking paper, and it's
Yeah.
numbers in an account. So that's the only thing. That's where we're at as a society. We live on the faith of each other, believing that something holds the value it has because we all agree to it.
Exactly.
So when you have something like cryptocurrency, okay, so crypto was made. Oh, I'm gonna do my best to say this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm
Yeah,
open to
don't
being
worry.
wrong.
Viewers will get you.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I'm with it. I'm
It's
with
all-
it.
yeah.
We
I'm with
pride
it.
ourselves on the show and being close enough.
Yeah,
in air
yeah,
quotes.
yeah.
So the entire purpose of cryptocurrency is to get away from is to decentralize banking,
Yes.
right? The issue with
That makes sense.
the entire world is a central bank. When you have a central bank, that's people who can control the way the economy flows, control the amount of money that goes into certain places, interest rates, blah 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 blah
Yep.
blah. You know, disenfranchised communities, shit like that.
Yep.
So the creator of the Bitcoin, his name was Satoshi. I forget his first name, but his name was Satoshi. He coded this cryptocurrency. He said, this is a certain amount of coins that I'm making. We're going to call it Bitcoin. There are only these many that are going to be made and coded. It's coded to only have these many out in circulation. You can't make any more. It's impossible.
Okay.
Dishes the shit out. I forget how he does it. Dishes the shit out. We have the blockchain. The blockchain is the network that connects all of the transactions between the digital marketplace and digital interactions and shit like that. The beauty about the blockchain is whoever's on it, you have to have confirmations of transactions before anything can happen. And you can't edit or double back over that history. So the blockchain prevents money laundering and prevents double transactions. Ooh. So there's a lot of transparency and accountability on there. It's a community network thing. That's why when you send the money, it's very quick, but it also takes a checks and balances before you get your Bitcoin transferred from Cash App to another wallet or some shit like that. It has to be confirmed.
That's to take a ton of computing power.
That's the thing too. So the Bitcoin was made. It goes out. One dude had a nice amount back in, I think, like the early 2000s, and he's the first person to do a transaction with Bitcoin. He just has this shit. You know, college kids and tech kids knew about it way back in the day.
Man, I wish I did.
Right.
Man.
So this dude buys pizza with it, 11 Bitcoins, or like whatever the equivalent was back then. He sends like a fuckload of Bitcoins back then because it's not worth shit.
Yeah.
For an $11 pizza. Dude doesn't have any cash. He's like, hey, I'll just send you all this Bitcoin for this pizza. And he's like, all right, cool. And that's how he gets the pizza delivered or whatever. That's the first transaction that we get with Bitcoin. Over time, we keep talking about decentralization of banking and what are the alternate forms. And they're like, oh, well, there's this cryptocurrency. Well, how do we do that? We trade this token that we have for data, because that's really what it was made for. We trade it for data. I'm giving you this digital thing to show you the value of the data or the work that you've done for me. So it's all right, we're building up this value. We have this thing called Bitcoin. Oh, that's dope. Okay, let's do it. And it keeps building the hype and the hype and the hype. And then we get to pandemic. So at this point, Bitcoin is worth like, what was it, like 3 G's or some shit top of the pandemic?
Dude,
I have no idea.
Yes.
It was worth like $3,000. It was like $3,000
It was
per
a lot.
coin.
That was it.
That's kind of that's kind of high when you think about it for the average investor. But
I
at the
shoulda
same
did it,
time,
man,
dirt fucking cheap, right?
So
Because
cheap
the
now.
thing with Bitcoin is, or cryptocurrency is, you can pay for it the same way you can pay for a partial stock. You don't have to own the whole fucking coin to have a piece of it, and it'll still grow in value. So
that
top of the pandemic hits, everybody's locked in a fucking house. You can't go anywhere. Nobody's working. Money's not moving. And the only way that the economy is being stimulated is through stimulus checks.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, what is the alternative if the economy fucking fails? Cryptocurrency starts to grow and starts to boom. So now we have this $3,000 coin that
I know,
majority of people were taking for a joke or not paying attention to. And it
Skyrocket.
dude.
and it's like, oh shit.
Dude,
The dollar doesn't mean shit.
Right?
But, and here's the flip side of that too. We still put a dollar value on cryptocurrency
Really?
because we're so used to that. So that's the thing. It's like we have this crypto coin, you know what I'm saying? And the only way we can compute its value is to still put a dollar amount
Compare
on
it
it.
to. Interesting.
That's why the dollar will never.
This stuff is
the
all just
dollar
like-
will never go anywhere. But I do believe Bitcoin is going to be. I personally believe Bitcoin is going to be the first or the closest thing to a universal currency.
You think
A
so?
global currency. For
Because
sure.
I really feel like there needs to be a
think so.
global universal
I think
currency.
So.
Like
the
it's,
only reason the reason that there won't be is because decentralized banking.
Yeah, right,
and
right.
every government wants
Well,
to have
so-
control over
But if
what
that
they're doing.
happens though,
It's the
I gotta
closest-
get in.
Yeah.
So
You need to
gotta
get in now. You need to get in
Yes,
now.
Now.
You need to
Are
get in
you
now.
in? Are you? Do you have a Bitcoin?
Yeah. I don't have a Bitcoin. No,
You're close.
I've got some.
Okay, you're
I got
close.
some. I don't have a fuckload. I just got a little bit.
yeah.
But a little bit is better than nothing.
Oh yeah,
Right.
100%. Yeah.
One like 25 cents is more than zero.
Yeah.
So it's like
True.
get a little bit of something, because the beautiful thing is with cryptocurrency is staking, right? So staking is when you take the investment that you have in whatever coin you have, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, blah 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 blah. You give other I'm trying to remember the actual term for staking, but staking is when you give other people on the blockchain who are mining for more, when you give them access to build on top of the crypto that you have, and that in turn gives you basically a return on investment, a dividend of your cryptocurrency.
Gotcha.
The return rates and investment rates for crypto blow banks out the water.
Really?
What's the average percentage of your APY on a savings account in the bank.
Jeez.
It's like
Point
Yeah,
2%,
exactly.
0.02%,
There you go.
0.01%.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a lot.
You know what the return is on crypto?
What?
Probably a ass ton.
The highest I've seen so far is like 13%
Oh my god.
APY,
What?
and they pay it out monthly.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
The lowest I've seen is like 1.2.
Which is still
And
like a
that's still
CD.
more. That's more than your fucking bank.
Yeah, right.
that's
That's
true.
that's
And
almost like a CD.
That's
6
paid out
month CD.
monthly.
Really?
Dude,
That's your yearly percentage, but it's paid out to you monthly, and
Yeah.
it automatically reinvests because it's crypto.
So what is mining? Like when you hear people say they're mining
Yeah,
for
that's a good-
Bitcoin,
that's a great
what is
question.
mining, and is Bitcoin the only?
That's that digital power that we were talking about. So I hope I'm getting it right, but the mining is the process of I don't want to say creating, but basically creating the coin
Sure.
or bringing it into the blockchain and into the network so people can have access to it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
But that takes a ton of computing power to do that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like people have
Yeah.
tried to do it like in their college dorm room and failed
Doesn't
miserably.
work. But that's because that's how the shit was coded to
Gotcha.
prevent the double transactions, any type of fraud, or that's the reason why
Sure.
it takes so much fucking energy. It's really wild. It's
And
really
when
wild.
and so I would assume that because it takes so much energy to create and fabricate a Bitcoin, that's what gives it value because of the person or the whoever mined it and brought it into existence.
and then that also applies to all of the other ones, right? So a lot of the other cryptocurrencies that we have, they're used for a lot of them are used for transactional purposes, right? There's some of them that are used to help send money faster. It's like if we can send money and not have to use a bank, that would make life easier, right?
Right.
Most banks, they give you wire transfers or you have to pay a dumbass fee.
Yeah.
There are actual cryptocurrencies out there that serve as a middleman in between you sending that thing and the amount that they take to process that fee is literally a fraction that you won't see.
Yeah.
You get the money immediately, and it goes to whoever else has access to that same wallet or token and that same thing.
Gotcha.
And then they can convert that money into whatever local currency that they need to. That's also the beauty about cryptocurrency is way fucking faster, way fucking cheaper,
Yeah.
and it's global.
So I would assume banks have a big problem with
Banks are so fucked.
Yeah. Like,
Banks are so.
if I
this is-
owned U.S. Bank or Capital One
So
or
this was the thing too.
Goldman Sachs, I'd be paranoid.
During the pandemic, because me and my best friend Chloe, we talk about this shit all the time. During the pandemic, me and her were watching how banks are responding to this, and I'm telling her, I'm like, dog, you see what Bitcoin's doing right now, right? I'm like, banks are eventually gonna have to fall the fucking line, but it's gonna be too late. Middle of the fucking pandemic, PayPal is now accepting Bitcoin and it's
Right.
working on cryptocurrencies, and I was like, and this is where
There
it
were
started.
so many places that were accepting crypto.
You remember
Bitcoin.
remember when Bitcoin like hit that boom of
Yep.
like 50 G's or some shit like
Yes.
when it first hit 50 G's,
Yeah.
all of the banks said, all right, fuck. And they literally all had a damn like powwow like the next day or two to figure out how they can adapt cryptocurrency into their business models. So now you've got these banks now a year later where it's like, oh, we're now working on ways to put your cryptocurrency transactions in our banks. Investment funds are now adapting cryptocurrency into their portfolios for your retirement funds and shit like that too. But it's also like you looking at it like you're the fucking dinosaur, but for the egg now. It's
Oh,
too,
for sure.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's
You're-
almost like
they're the equivalent of
Tesla
of the
and
music industry and Napster. You're
Ex-
fucked.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
fucked. You're playing catch up now.
Yep.
You're playing catch up, and we've been in it for so long. Whether you've been in it as a newcomer, whether you're an OG in this shit, or you're just somebody who's like passively in it but still know what's going on. Like me, you've been in it enough to know that there are ways to where you don't have to rely on these banking systems to keep this shit going.
That'd be nice.
Crypto's down right now. I'm on my
Yeah.
Robinhood.
But that's
Shout out
but
to
that's
Robinhood.
but that's the thing too is like
It'll go back.
exactly.
Yeah,
There's
always.
everybody's always like
Yeah.
buy the dip, and
Yeah,
from
buy the dip.
my experience in investing in like stocks and shit, there's no such thing as a dip.
Right?
Yeah.
That what you calling the dip now is a high compared to something
That's
previously.
true.
There's
Oh, right.
never a dip.
Right.
There's never a dip.
It always goes up.
Yeah,
It always goes
there's
up.
never a dip. Buy this shit, bro. That's the pattern. When it drops, it's got to go back up. Buy this
Yeah.
shit. Buy it low. The dollar cost average is gonna make you more money than you waiting for a dip.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
I just saw a post the other day where I forget his name. It's like Robert something, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it's this crypto account. They literally made a timeline of his tweets and paired it up with the Bitcoin chart. His entire thing, he's talking about wait for the crash, and this shit's just wait for the crash.
up.
And then even when it crashed earlier this year? Even when it crashed earlier this year with the market and everything, that low was still higher than the year
Right.
before.
Exactly. Right.
Exactly.
That low, because it was a low of what was the low was what, like 30?
Yeah,
30 something?
I think it got to
Yeah.
30, 29 maybe.
Yeah,
but that was it.
but
yeah.
even at 29 compared
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
year before
for
when
sure.
the lowest low was 3,
Dude,
you're fucking
3.
tripping, bro.
Dude, I'm so like, okay, so what
But
do
that's
you
why
when you
you're
should
getting
have
the
bought
shit
it
now.
Hey, so what do you do though when you make those mistakes? I mean, I don't think it's a mistake, but
It's not a mistake. It's
but
the fear.
you
Everybody
can't let that affect you.
You
though,
can't.
Right?
That
Okay.
that whole fear of missing out on investment
Right?
is like you either scared you didn't get in or you're scared you're not gonna make enough. As long as you make more than what you put in, you make that's an
Yeah.
investment you want, right? So the same thing is getting to it while it's there, getting to what you can. But then on the flip side, finding alternative things too. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. You got to diversify your portfolio.
Yeah.
So you go learn about the other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum has a place in this world. There's a reason for that.
So I gotta go get that. I gotta get that. I gotta get
Ethereum
that.
also has a
Ian on
competitor that is
Ethereum.
I'm
That could
doing
be your
all-
podcast,
I'm
Ian.
I'm all on
Ian
it
on
right now.
Ethereum.
I'm
But
just- I'm
Ethereum
just
also
looking
has
at all-
Ethereum has a competitor that's giving it some shit that
true.
moves faster, processes way faster, does way more transactions than it does. It's called Solana. So then it's like at this stage when you hear
Solana.
about something
Ooh.
like Solana, where there's a Ethereum already there, and that's worth thousands of dollars, but Solana's only 100 and some change.
Yeah.
It's okay, cool. I still invest in Bitcoin because that's the thing.
Yeah.
I still invest in Ethereum because it can be a thing. And then I invest in Solana because it's still got value and it's still cheap enough for me to get into that thing.
It's like an up-and-coming neighborhood almost.
Exactly.
Buying property in an
Yeah.
up-and-coming
But
neighborhood.
then you also go and look at the other ones. I don't trust anything that has a meme behind it.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch anything that's got a meme.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch Doge. I don't want to touch Shiba.
Yeah.
No. I'll throw
That's smart.
I'll throw $5 at it because I can live with losing $5. That's
Right.
not shit to me.
Yeah.
Just because.
But you're not going to put
maybe
a
I'll get $6.
grand or $5
Fuck
grand
no.
or 10
Fuck
grand.
no. Fuck no. Fuck no. I've seen homies on the timeline talking about they lost a couple $100 investing in some bullshit, and I'm like, bro, you invested in bullshit.
Yeah.
You
What did you think you were going to get?
yeah.
You're just giving that to you.
Do the work.
Right.
But that's the thing. I'm also a fan of due diligence and research. Like,
Yeah.
learn the shit.
So I'm a big fan of futurism and
Mm-hmm.
how we are going to pay for things in the future. You are always going to see me if I can pay with my Apple Watch, I'm paying with it.
Man, services
like-
are never gonna end.
How do you guys? I guess here's a question for both of you guys. When's the last time you were at a bank, and how do you like to pay for things now? Like if you can pay with your phone or digitally versus like cash, is that something that you do?
I don't even remember the last time I was at a bank. I don't even bank with a physical bank. I have an online bank.
Nice.
You have an online bank?
Yeah, I don't fuck with brick and mortars anymore.
So what if you need? So I have to go to the bank after this podcast to get $2
Yeah.
bills.
So how do you do? Yeah.
How would you get? How would I go about
How would you
getting
get cash?
Why
Yeah.
do I want
$2
cash?
bills?
The
I thought you
only
said
rea-
cash is king though.
cash is king, but that doesn't mean I need it on hand right now. The only reason I need, but that's the thing too. Cash in a digital format is still cash.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying? It's still
Yeah.
cash.
That's true.
I don't need it on hand though.
But
Yeah.
what if you need like physically?
The only reason I need cash on hand is if I'm
I
traveling
suppose
and
you
I
go
gotta
to the
pay tolls.
ATM.
Yeah, or if you're at the club, right? I mean,
Not even
you
the
can
club.
you can still use.
I will never. That's the thing too. I've never been in the strip club. I'll probably never go. I've never
Really?
seen the.
I don't like
appeal.
strip clubs.
Why would I pay money to throw
know.
money?
I
Yeah.
agree. I
That's me.
agree.
That's me
I agree.
personally.
I'm
though.
gonna
Nah,
not say
personally, though.
anything. I'm a married man.
Hey,
I agree.
get it.
Nah, you could be a married man and still go.
That's
but I
that's
don't.
me personally, right? It's like
Nah, I feel.
I don't see the appeal in giving money away to give more money away.
Sure. Ian, when's the last time you were to bank?
That's like paying to donate.
Right.
No, like that's the thing. I don't know the last time. Maybe
See?
for cash. Maybe again,
Yeah.
like to get my daughters. But like, yeah, I don't really. I'm like, hey, I gotta go to the bank. I gotta.
And even the
put
next
in
time
this
I
check.
do go to a bank, it'll probably be to open a business account, but I can do that online if I
too.
need
Yeah,
to as well.
sure.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I don't know, man. You're killing the banks. Damn.
I know.
dude.
I'm going to the
Banks are
bank
gonna
for the
be
first time
dead
today,
soon.
and
Yo, let me know how
a
that
year.
goes. Let me know how that goes.
I just stop in. I say, hey, I need $500 in $2 bills, and then
See, that's the benefit of the bank is you don't have to go to the ATM.
yeah.
Because they're gonna hit you with the fees and the
I
surcharges.
don't like fees.
That's
I don't
the
know
only
if you know
thing.
this about me, but I don't like fees.
I hate fees, bro. That's the other flip side of banking online. So when you bank online, you have to go to specific ATMs to avoid those extra ATM fees.
Gotcha.
But my thing is, I'm not about to go searching for an
Right?
ATM in the neighborhood
right?
Sure.
that may or may not be,
I
you know,
know.
line up with mine. So it's also like, what's the fucking point of having cash?
Right.
They gotta change that though. They gotta change that soon.
That's
man.
not. That's how they make their money.
I know, but like, come on, man.
So
Like,
ATMs
serious.
and loans. That's how they
Right?
make their money. Because banks
Jeez.
don't hold any money.
no.
That's crazy. That's
If anybody at let's say we go to the BMO on MLK and Center, right?
Yeah.
If everybody who had an account there took their money out, they would lose their shit
I know.
because they're leveraging and borrowing off of everybody's account.
There was a run on the bank once back in 1929.
Yo, we should do that.
I think it was 29. Was
But this is the thing. They put things in place to let you. They're like, we can't do that. That's why you have.
Yeah.
That's why you have extraction limits.
Yeah.
I mean, withdrawal limits, and that's
true.
also why they have the I forgot what it's fucking called, but they have the
FDIC?
thing. Not the FDIC, but they have that. I fucking worked at a bank and forgot. They have the thing in place where when you deposit or you move more than $10,000, it flags.
Yep.
It flags you, and now you are reported by the IRS and shit like that. So they put things in.
So they're
place
getting
to
mad
keep
at
people
you
from,
for taking your own money. Isn't that
because
crazy?
they don't have any
I know.
fucking money.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that crazy though? Isn't that unreal?
It is.
Like, that's
You're
the
a bank.
That's
like,
the system.
You have one job to have my money.
Right?
That's the system.
So
and it's
sick.
It's crazy because it's like you look at it, you be like, "Fuck, this system's fucked up." The system's not fucked up. The system works. The system works
Yeah.
for who it was designed to work
Yeah,
for.
that's
That's
true.
why I was like, "Hey, hats off to you."
Yeah, it
You're
is what
making
it
this
is,
shit
exactly.
work. I get it.
If you need $500,000 today, right now,
Yeah.
you're probably
You're going through some hoops.
unless you're buying a yacht or something like that in
Yeah.
cash.
You going through some hoops.
So I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. China banned all cryptocurrency.
Crypto is about to
Yeah.
go through the fucking roof.
So explain to us and the viewers why they're doing it and why that would
Because
make
they can't
rise.
control it. Because they can't control
Gotcha.
it. China's whole thing, China's entire existence has been built on control. I won't say entire, but I'll say its modern existence has been built on control, right?
100%.
They get to fucking censor the internet.
Yeah.
They banning,
do a lot of different
they're
stuff.
banning folks during the protest. Their whole thing is control over that regime, control over the people. You know what I'm saying? We can control you. We can have you for whatever, whenever we need to. That's communism right there. The issue is when you ban something somewhere, you get appeal somewhere else.
That's
it's a
true.
forbidden fruit. Everything, and I just saw a post on Instagram. They made a list of everything China's banned. You know what China's banned?
What?
Every fucking thing we use. Facebook, Twitter. China has
right.
put a ban or a control on everything. Google. China's put a ban or control
Google
on
has
everything.
China has their own search engine, don't
Exactly, yeah. But
Dang, China.
they
Big up to China, though.
they
they?
control,
Boy, I bet they're not spying on you with that one.
they control what you can see.
Big up to China, though.
That's the issue.
Gosh.
They control what you can see.
So what happens if?
But that value goes up now.
What if you live there though and you're invested in that? It's still worth.
Yo, that's going to
something.
jail.
Oh, you will.
You going to jail.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the thing, too, is a lot of countries. So that's the thing. Cryptocurrency isn't legal in every country.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's
A
just
lot
like
of
sports betting and all that stuff.
a lot of countries are coming around to it,
Sure.
to where it's not you using it as a legal tender, but you being allowed to even invest in it is now becoming a legal thing.
Sure.
That's one of the newer moves that everybody's getting into. El Salvador is the first country to make Bitcoin a legal tender.
Okay.
They just did that this month, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So they were like, hey, in El Salvador, you can use Bitcoin to make purchases, transactions, pay bills,
Sure.
get groceries, all that shit. We're going to give everybody, when you download the app that the country is making, you get a digital wallet and have $30 worth of Bitcoin in there for you to get started. So that's been their thing. But even they're like, hey, we're still buying Bitcoin. El Salvador's buying Bitcoin. The shit dropped. They had bought like 200 something coins or 200 something $1 million worth of coins.
Okay.
You know? And then the market dropped. And they were like, yeah, we just bought more.
Damn.
Because now they have that.
Yes.
Now they have that. That funds their economy and their system. So it's a dip now, which means it's cheaper for them to buy. And then it goes up. So in the future, it's like, hey, what we bought, so this $150 million that we bought of Bitcoin now when it was dirt fucking cheap in December, when the market goes back up, that $150 million purchase is now worth, who knows, $300-400 million. So now we can fund this economy for half of the price if we were still running on our regular own currency and relying on aid from another country or some other shit like that.
Gotcha.
El Salvador, stand up.
So
Yeah, man.
I guess
Big.
here's my question then. In like every country that you're in, like the government says, well, you can use the euro or you can use the US dollar or whatever, but I can take my money from one country to another and get it exchanged, so it's still worth something. I guess that feels very different than like China banning like cryptocurrency. Like, so if there's a country that says we're not going to accept cryptocurrency, that's very different than we don't accept the US dollar, but we can exchange it for you.
So what you would do in that situation is exchange your cryptocurrency. You would withdraw your cryptocurrency into US dollars, right?
Yeah.
So you would sell it, transfer it to your account, or you would transfer it to the you would transfer it to your account, whatever, and now it's US dollars in your account. Withdraw from your account, exchange it for whatever that local currency is that you
But if
need
you're in
it
a
to be.
country where it's illegal, you don't even have access to your crypto, do you?
That's why you do that shit ahead of time. That's called,
And I guess that's
called being a smart traveler.
my bigger question is how can it circles back to how can cryptocurrency be worth anything if you can have an entire country as large as China just say fuck that, we're not accepting? What if the United States says, fuck that, we don't accept it?
United States can't afford to do that.
You think so?
United States can't afford to do that.
They're a super wealthy country. They're like
China can afford to do that. China basically owns Africa. They can afford to do that.
Damn.
The U.S. can't afford to do that. And that's what I was telling people too. Everybody's like, y'all remember at the top of this year when the vaccine first started getting made?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, we're going into another lockdown. I was like, U.S. can't afford to go into another
we can't.
lockdown. They're not going to give.
Definitely not
They're not going to
happening.
give you a fourth round of stimulus checks.
Right.
They can't afford to do that.
Right.
No, fuck that. Have you seen the operating debt that they're in? Which
Right.
doesn't make sense either. But
Yeah.
you're in
That's
debt
why-
to
that's
another.
why that $1 trillion
you're in debt
coin's
to
coming
another.
out.
You're in debt to another country that's in debt to another country that's in debt.
Right.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
Right.
Who's really doing this shit? All right. And I really think the whole global debt is just checks and balances to keep each other in play.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, hey, you owe us money, we owe you money, so we ain't gonna go to war.
Right.
Do you guys feel like when you pay for something digitally, whether not using paper money, do you feel like it makes spontaneous purchases easier versus you're going into a store and
I'm
you're
always
walking through
broke,
a
so
store
no.
and you got like a pocket full of cash? Like you're going to think twice about buying something versus being on Amazon.
It takes me way longer to spend cash than it does on a card.
Really?
It's the convenience.
Yeah.
But the way I set my money up is I put everything into a savings account. So if I got to spend something, I have to go through the process of logging in and transferring it. I'm like, dog, by the time I get to login, I'm like, do
I really need
do
this?
I really want to do this
Yeah.
shit? Like, oh no,
That's an expensive loofah. I don't know.
And then here's another cheat code too, right? I'm pretty sure everybody's got money on Cash App, right? You gotta.
Oh, fuck no.
You gotta. Really?
No.
Really?
I don't
Yeah,
use
no.
Cash App,
Really?
I use
PayPal,
Venmo.
Venmo,
I
none
don't
of that
use
shit.
Venmo. I use-
Apple
I
Pay,
use PayPal.
Apple Pay,
Bugging.
Apple
I use-
Cash. That's
Y'all
it.
are bugging.
Seriously? I
Y'all
use
are
PayPal.
bugging.
Really?
And
Bugging.
Venmo.
I
Bugging,
can't
bugging.
stand when someone owes me
I'm
money
about
and they're
to
like,
give
"What's
you
your Venmo? What's your
Why?
Cash
What's
App?"
wrong
This
with
is
that?
listen.
shit.
I'm gonna give you the best cheat code ever. You ready? So this is what you do. Cash App has they have their Cash App card.
Yeah.
They have the boost on there. You're 10% off a purchase, 30% off, blah blah blah, whatever. Cash App added a boost on there that says you get 10% of Bitcoin when you spend money at a coffee shop or at a restaurant. The boost lasts for that day. You know what I'm saying? For so many hours in a day. When you're going out to eat, move that money to your Cash App, pay for it on Cash App, you earn Bitcoin. Take that Bitcoin, put it in your wallet,
That's a lot of.
stake it.
I just feel like that's
Now you earn
it's
money.
so many avenues to like fuck around with your money that I just feel like it's just asking for trouble.
For real?
And maybe I'm a boomer.
It's all
Maybe
legal.
I'm a boomer.
It's
I don't
all
know.
legal.
It's
all legal.
I know it's legal, but it just feels
Yeah,
very.
but what about someone doesn't
it,
have
very, it
cash
feels
on
very
them?
convoluted and just.
Nah, I think it.
But you got to stop looking at it as convoluted. You have to look at it as I'm playing the game the way you made it
Yeah,
to be.
that's true.
But like seriously, if we're out, you know how many times, man, if I always pay the bill and I'm
Cash
like,
at me.
This guy doesn't have the money, which I understand. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say, oh, dude, you don't have the cash. But
Yeah.
now you get out of that stuff.
I'm the dude that
Before,
doesn't have the cash.
how many times before you paid the bill
You're sitting there
or
counting out money.
you're at a club?
Hey, does anyone got a 20 for this 10? And
You know what I'm saying? Or if people don't have cash on them and they're like, oh, I got a card too. What are you gonna split up the bill? Like,
So
nah, man.
me and my brothers play ping pong at our house, right? We set our
Yo, I'm nice at ping pong.
Don't
Yo,
even-
I'm nice, bro.
Nah, you
You
really-
No,
probably
I
smoke
would.
me.
Yeah, I'm
You probably
nice,
smoke
boy.
me. So we play ping pong at the crib. We playing for money, cool, all right, and we just Cash App dollars back to each other.
There you
back and
go.
forth.
Really?
Yeah,
That's-
just boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
I like that, man. I think that
Convenience.
Yeah, man.
Because everybody doesn't have Apple Pay set up. Idiots. I don't understand that. Why do you have an Apple phone and you don't have Apple Pay set up?
I know it drives me
That's,
nuts.
I got
that's
that. I
ridiculous,
got that.
bro.
You use Apple Pay?
yeah, I
See?
do that.
Apple Pay is everything.
I'm not the techie guy though. You know, I'm
Yeah,
still
that's true.
working on my game, but I'm still not that techie.
It's everything, bro. But no, there's a convenience to digital payments and digital wallets, and it's also a safety thing, right?
Oh, sure.
You don't want to
Yep.
walk around with a fuckload of cash,
Right.
That's true.
And it's like, give it up, and it's like, God damn,
Sorry.
I got my check for the week.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's shit like that. And somebody's pressure you like, hey, bro, I have nothing on me.
Yeah. Do
So
you
what
think-
about if they take your phone now? And
You're not
give you
taking.
a
You're not
password?
taking. You're not taking my phone.
Right.
You're not taking my phone.
Right.
from
You're
my
not taking
cold dead fucking
You're
hands?
not taking my phone. You're not taking my phone.
Hey,
I'll tell
that's
y'all a
what
story
people
right
get
now.
robbed from now.
I have not shared this, so this is gonna be like a first time public story. Somebody recently tried to rob me, right?
Are you serious?
No bullshit. Somebody recently tried to rob me. He was
sorry.
like, "What a cash? I'm good, bro. It was a good day. That moment was a hiccup, and I was like, "You really trying this right now?"
Yeah.
I handled the whole situation poorly, but I'm alive. So he's like, "Yo, where's the cash at?" And he like flashes a gun and shit, and I was I was like, bro, I have nothing on me. He's like, you have nothing? I literally pulled my pockets. I was like, I got my keys. I got my phone.
Yeah.
And I turned around and walked away. I was like, I don't have anything. Bro.
Yeah.
I have nothing for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I even had like $5 in my pocket, then he's pressing me for $5. No, bro.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't carry cash. There's no reason to carry cash.
No.
You don't have to. For
that
what?
sucks.
It's a safety thing.
I mean, that's true. I haven't
for
heard
sure.
a lot of pickpockets anymore, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you're
I
not-
have an emergency 20 in my wallet, and that's it.
See? You can live
Yeah.
with losing 20.
Oh, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I've pissed away more than $20 on the toilet on iTunes before.
So now people are gonna be
On
like,
Amazon.
What? Hey,
Yeah.
people that listen to this
Right,
are gonna be
right.
like, yo, jack their phones, jack their phones.
You're not taking my phone. I was prepared. I was prepared to go for that phone. And that's just me personally. Do not be like me. I'm very ignorant over my phone. But my
You got everything on there, man.
is life right here, bro.
Yeah, you got everything.
This is like I'm an artist. I write on here.
Everything.
Yeah.
One day, my dad. I remember I was at the house. This is like probably like 2018 or 2017. I'm with my pops, and he's just looking at me. He's like, "You're on your phone all the time, all day." I was like, "Yep, that's me. I'm on that bitch all day." He's like, "I'll give you $100 if you stay off your phone today." I was like, "I can make $100 on my
on
phone."
my phone.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
like
it. I'm
that.
good. Keep the 100. I'm good.
That's going to be a soundbite
I'm
right
good.
That's funny.
I love
So-
you, pops, but no.
couple more questions for the conversation, and this is kind of circling back to how has COVID changed the way we use money and interact with money. One thing I found really fascinating about COVID, and especially when you go out to like restaurants and stuff, was the contactless payment, where back in the day, like you would give your credit card out and they would take it and then they would go pay for your meal or whatever. And if you wanted to buy someone's meal for their birthday or something like that, like they would never know. And they're like, all right, it's time to go. Oh, we got to get the bill. Oh, don't worry, I already got it for you. Well, now they come to you and you have to do the transaction like right there so they don't like touch anything. How do you think that sort of that contactless payment and just the way that COVID has changed the way we pay for things is going to just change the way we function as a society and the way we pay for stuff?
I don't think it will.
You don't think so?
Nah.
$5 on the birthday card.
We're in Wisconsin.
Buying people dinner.
We're in Wisconsin, so we don't have the same restrictions as everywhere else.
Yeah.
So it's like even now, just seeing it, people are still moving like COVID never happened.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens in other places. I don't think we get to the point where it's like, oh, you have to do the transaction because COVID didn't. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Eventually that goes away because eventually the restrictions will go away,
Yeah.
or we'll get to a point where it's like we'll just live with it,
Yeah.
whether the rules are in place or not.
Which will probably be.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna just live with it, like regardless of what the rules are. People just gonna be like, hey, go ahead,
Yeah.
or you do that, or da 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 da. Because the policy is too much. The policy isn't convenient. You do the transaction because I can't touch that anymore.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Sure.
But we're also in the world is like y'all got Apple Pay,
Right?
so we're
Exactly.
also beep, beep, same thing. Boop, boop. But for all the Android brokies out there, y'all don't have to touch the keypad.
I know, right? I love dogging on people with Android. Sorry to any Android
why the
listeners.
fuck
If you
do you
listen to
have
this,
it? I'm not sorry. Why
if
do
you
you
listen to
have
this
it?
podcast on Google Podcasts, thank you.
superior technology and blah blah blah. I don't want to put a Galaxy behind my keyboard. I don't give a fuck about customization. give me aesthetics, and give me functionality. I'm good with it.
We were geeking out over the iPhone 13. You and me.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
I can't-
god.
I
wait
can't
to
have
get
those
it.
conversations with Ian.
Nah, but
I
like,
can't wait to
okay,
get
what's different? So you could probably shoot a video in portrait mode, right?
Yeah, and it looks like
13, right?
shit.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, it looks
so,
like shit.
okay,
Why
so
would you
now,
shoot a video in portrait
No,
mode?
but that's what I'm saying.
Because it
It's-
blurs the background.
Yeah,
and
it
makes
blurs
it
the
look like a
background.
fancy
That's
camera.
fucking stupid.
Right?
It looks terrible.
There's an IG filter for that.
So,
Zoom. I can do that shit on
so
Zoom
that's what I'm saying. You could do that on Zoom.
for free for not $1,000.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, what did they really do for the 13 then?
Better camera.
Better camera. Yeah.
There you go.
the camera
That's
too.
my problem.
Better pictures
iOS
than the
15.
already good.
iOS 15 is fire. No. The benefit of the 13,
Please tell
and
me.
this is why I'm getting it. A terabyte.
That is nice.
A
If you need
terabyte
that.
space on your phone.
Right.
Bro, that's fucking amazing. I'm a creator. That's amazing.
Can you imagine how much
The content,
a
yeah, you could
terabyte
hold.
SSD costs? Like, okay, here's a well, I wonder how fast it is. Why
That's
does a
what I'm
terabyte SSD? Boy, we're getting off topic. A
No, we're
terabyte
not getting off
SSD
topic. It's all
for
coming
like
together.
for my MacBook or whatever, it costs a fucking $1,500, but on my phone it's an extra.
That's what I'm saying,
$100.
man.
But you gotta make money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's bad.
Capitalism, as they say.
All right. Anyways,
Because of capitalism.
last final question for both of you guys. Ian, we'll start with you.
I can be here forever. Let's
All
go.
right. You can only pick one.
Dude, don't
real
have my
money.
brain's been hurting.
Real
Okay.
real cold hard cash. You got to
Okay.
carry around cold hard cash, or you can have your phone with crypto or Apple Pay or
So-
what is it you use?
so-
Cash App,
so
whatever
I got,
you want.
Am
You
I
can-
got
pick
the
one.
backpack? Like, am I got the bag? Like, is that filled? Like,
Yeah,
is
it's
the bag-
filled. It's got
So
all
I
your
got my
cash
bag.
in it, or you can have it all on your phone.
God.
Maybe the apocalypse is coming. I don't know.
Oh man, that's a
Which
tough
one do you choose? You can only take one.
You know what? My phone might die, or I could break my phone, or something could happen. But they can find me. They can locate me. But you know what?
You can have your phone, but you can't have the money on it.
Yeah, that's
You
what
can't
I'm
have your
saying.
Apple Pay or
Yeah,
Cash Pay or crypto.
No,
or none of that stuff.
I'm going with the duffel. I'm old
Duffel
school.
bag?
I'm a little older. I'm 38. I'm
Little
38.
Ocean's 11?
I'm going with the duffel bag, and then hopefully I can survive
so
and figure out
what's the-
something. That's what I'm going
Ask me the question again.
That's what I'm
Okay, so that's finals. Is that your
Yeah,
final
I'm
answer?
going with the
You going
duffel
duffel?
bag.
All right, Genesis.
I'm going with
So-
it on. Got it.
Maybe the apocalypse is coming. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
You
If
can
the
either.
apocalypse comes, none of this shit matters. But
Yeah. Okay. So going to the future, you can only pick one. All your money is just cold hard cash in a duffel bag, or you can only have it digitally, whether it's in your Cash App or it's your Bitcoin or it's in the cloud.
Yeah.
You can only pick one.
I don't trust the cloud.
I'm taking the phone every time. I'm taking the phone
Really?
every time.
No cold hard.
Let's look-
You said cash was king at the beginning of this episode.
Cash is still king. It doesn't have to be fucking paper.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
That's what he's
true.
saying. Yeah,
this
that's
is
what he's
so.
saying.
This is the thing we got to look at too. Over the history of cash, what has cash done? In value, what has it done?
Dropped.
The buying power of cash is not the buying power of $1 today is not the same as the buying power of $1 literally yesterday.
Right.
Literally yesterday. That's why anytime they talk about numbers or whatever sales were done in the past, they always account inflation.
Yeah.
The buying power of $1 is not the same. Give me this shit that's still earning and investing over that fucking cash in a shoebox
Right.
that can't buy me the same honey bun
That's true.
today that I bought when I was fucking 12.
That is
like,
true.
nah, man. The cash looks good. It's great. It makes shit move. If I want to get some illegal shit done, boom. It's there. Boom.
gosh.
If I just want to pay for some shit without a credit check and we get the boom, it's there.
Right.
For somebody who has to interact and weave in this world and is very future, like forward thinking, I'm on this motherfucker every time. Give me the phone.
Okay, I have one final last question.
But I get why you get the cash. If I could do both, because I would find a way to do both. I would definitely
Well, that
do
wasn't
both
the
if I
question.
could. Yeah,
Nah, I know.
but I would find a way.
Okay, this is gonna be the final question.
get it.
We'll start with Ian again, and then we'll finish with Jen.
Gosh.
Ian, what's the lowest denomination that you see laying on the street that you'll walk up to, look at, and go, it's not worth picking up, and then keep fucking walking?
Ooh, you know what?
Or I'm sorry, the highest.
What's the highest?
Highest denomination you see on the ground that you walk past and say, I don't need it.
Was that gonna make me look bad? I
No.
don't even know. Jeez, I'm gonna be real with you.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. First thing, I tell my kids, don't pick up dirty money. First
Yeah.
thing, but I mean, if you see it,
dirty money.
you gotta see it. You can pick it up, but honestly,
Would you stop for a penny?
no, I'm not stopping for no. I'm gonna be honest. I have this not problem, but if it's a quarter, I'm gonna pick it up and that's it. Like
That's legit.
Because like I only pick it up, right? You know why? Because
I
like
love this
if I'm
question.
parking downtown and like I need money for the meter, right?
That's
Like, I don't-
valid.
Because
you
you're
know,
not gonna pay for it on your phone.
dude. You know, like no,
A quarter's good.
But you,
You
can't
can buy
use
some
you
shit
can't
with a
use the
quarter.
meter with your phone. Like
Yeah.
you can't. Like I have.
Depending on where you're at,
Yeah, it depends where you're at. With these old school ones right here,
Sure.
you still gotta either put your
You
card
can spend
in.
a quarter.
Which they
Or-
need to get rid of. Those
Yeah,
are like
that's what
fucking.
I know, right?
That's what I'm
Phone
saying,
booths.
man.
Right.
Yeah, like so. I mean, so,
So
yeah.
quarter?
So I mean, I'm quarter.
Quarter.
I like
So you'd walk past
that quarter
you'd
back.
walk past the dime.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, man.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
My answer's the same.
Is it
Yeah,
quarter?
man. I just feel like I could do more with the quarter, right?
Yeah.
10 cents, what am I going to do? Like, I gotta, quarter, I always could throw in that. I don't know. I just feel like a quarter, man. You know? What about you?
A
Anything.
dollar.
You're picking up a penny.
Well, no.
How you gonna pick
It would
up
have
a
to be
dollar?
You're walking past
$2
a quarter.
Right? I
or
know.
more. A $2 bill or more. I hate
Hey,
change.
Okay,
I
so
throw.
wait. I'm gonna
I
throw.
don't know if I'll get arrested.
I'm gonna throw quarters down on the.
No,
on the
I
ground. You're not
said
gonna
a
touch
quarter.
that?
I said a quarter.
okay.
If there's quarters on the
Oh,
ground,
dang.
if Grandma dropped her slot machine money,
Yeah, but
on
two
the ground,
quarters. You're not gonna pick those up?
No.
Come on, that's 50 cents,
I
my guy.
fucking hate change. When I get change, let's say
Damn.
I buy something and they get my change is 99 cents. That goes in the take a penny, leave a
I
penny
hope the
jar.
viewers
If I
attack
got a
you, boy.
pocket with some dimes and pennies in it,
You put in
I get it's a
99
federal offense.
cents and
Right?
take a penny.
Dude,
wild.
I've thrown.
Gosh. Dude, I hope people get you.
of dimes.
I've thrown
Dude, I hope
pennies in the
people get you.
garbage. I've thrown pennies in the
What?
garbage.
I mean, I wouldn't go that
And
far.
fuck a dollar
but
bill.
dang.
Dollar bill is the most useless piece of currency. You can't buy shit with a dollar. $2 bill is one of the only denominations that I carry with me. $2 all the day.
You're not
fuck
supposed
a
to
dollar.
spend $2 bills.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not
you
supposed
do.
to spend
That's why I'm
them.
going to the bank right after this. I'm going to go get $500 in $2 bills.
Why?
Because okay, you go to a bar with your wife
Why
or
the
your
fuck
girlfriend.
are you spending $2
Yeah.
bills?
Two
Bills.
drinks, $2 bill tip. You're traveling. You've got
What?
luggage.
Why
two
don't you just
pieces
send
of
a
luggage,
tip on
$2
your
tip.
card?
let's say you go to a fancy restaurant.
Yo,
all
this
right,
guy's
drinks are 10,
tripping.
15 bucks a
This
piece.
is awesome.
Black
Okay.
people don't spend $2 bills.
Well, maybe you should.
No, we don't. We
Well,
don't.
You know what?
We
That's
don't.
funny. I was like, I don't know. I was always told not to spend $2
Because on the back of a $2 bill, there's a black man. Black people don't spend the $2
It's
bill.
the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Black people do not spend the $2 bill. It's
Dang.
bad luck if you
So if
spend
I
it.
gave you a $2
So Martin
bill right
just-
now,
I frame that bitch.
Yeah.
I put it in my safe. I don't spend it.
Well, I'm Canadian, so like, but I learned that too when I came here.
I don't
like,
spend
you don't
it.
spend too. Yeah, like I learned that when I first came to America. Like I don't know. Now
oh, man.
makes
Look,
all
I,
sense.
I wish the listeners could see what you guys looking at.
Dude, I hope the listeners go at you. Dude. I hope that gets you, boy.
Dude.
They're gonna be like, Martin spending $2 bills.
Thank you so much
That's
for coming on this
wild,
episode.
Dude, man, where can they find you? Where can they,
appreciate
if
you
they want to
having
get in
me.
touch with your music,
Don't.
everything, your
No.
culture, your everything? Like, even if they
Send
want
you
some
$2
knowledge,
bills.
because honestly, I think
Hey,
people
I'll
are gonna
take
reach
'em.
out to you just with that knowledge. Like for me, I was blown
Boy,
away.
I'm gonna be lying to y'all asses. No, I don't. I appreciate y'all having me once again. Thank
Nah,
you. It's been
thanks
a
for
hectic
coming.
morning.
Oh, yeah.
I just dropped my EP, Eden, so that's
Yeah,
out
plug
right
it,
now.
plug it.
That's out right now.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Eden. Eventually, dreams end in nightmares. So,
So what kind of
That's out right now.
what kind of music is it? Like what is it like it's
It's,
straight up hip hop? Is it both? Are you like Drake?
I'm Drake meets Childish Gambino.
Hey, let's
Childish.
go. That's a
That's
nice
me now.
mix,
Yeah.
dude.
It used to be Kendrick meets Childish, but as my sound has evolved and
Oh, wow.
me as an artist has evolved, it's more
love
Drake
Donald
meets
Glover, man.
Childish Gambino. Donald Glover is my final form.
Oof, I love him.
If there was an evolution of me, that's who I end up as. Is like 45.
You and I have
50-year-old.
never talked about solo.
Oh, we could talk about that for days.
We should have.
What's
we
your EP called?
Eden.
Eden.
Yes.
We should have you back on for like a little movie thing or something like
Or
that.
you just go to my website, genesisrenji.com,
Oh,
and get it
perfect.
there.
All right.
GenesisRenji.com. I'm Genesis Renji on all social media platforms, or you can just Google me and have a ball with that shit.
Nice.
I'm there, So
Thanks, bro.
yeah, we could really talk
Love you,
Star
buddy.
Wars forever. I love you too,
Man,
man. We got to
great
chop after this
meeting
too.
you, man. Good dude,
Hey.
man. Good dude.
I appreciate
Good
you
dude.
having me. I was told you play soccer, correct?
Yeah,
I gotta make a theme song for you, bro.
Hey, yo,
For your team
oh
or
my
something. I want to do that.
gosh,
As soon as Martin told me, he's like, "Yeah, Ian plays soccer." I was like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
3-time champion Milwaukee Wave.
I was like, "All right, let me go ahead and I want to make an anthem for y'all. We
Yeah.
should figure that out."
Oh my, they would play
I would
that
love to
in
do
a
that.
second. They would
Let's do
love
that.
that. Yo, the
Let's do
way
that.
if I came back and be like, yo, off a preseason, they'll be like,
And I
yo,
want to care about a
that'd be-
Milwaukee team.
We have to,
I'm just
bro.
not a fan of the Bucks.
Why are you not a fan of the Bucks?
I've never been a fan of the Bucks, bro.
Who you like?
I wasn't born here too, so that's the thing.
Oh.
That's the thing. So coming here and they see, I'm like,
Where you
damn,
from?
y'all been trashed my whole life. I was born in Maryland. I'm not a fan of them either. So I was born in Maryland. I'm a Cowboys fan, Dallas Cowboys.
You a Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we just won.
Hey, okay, but you don't.
My
wanna come
boy
get the
Dak
pack.
Prescott is shooting motherfuckers out their boots. Okay, did you see him yesterday? That pregame fit.
He was ready. He
That
was
man
ready.
came in an Easter 3-piece. I was like,
Yeah.
he's about to murder y'all.
Yeah, he did good.
But yeah, no, I was born in Maryland.
Okay.
The basketball team, I don't have a favorite. LeBron James is my favorite team in person.
Did you guys just become
Dude,
best friends?
dude.
LeBron James is
dude,
LeBron James.
he is
all right,
my
I'm gonna tell you,
guy.
LeBron James is top 3 greatest athletes ever to walk this earth.
Yes.
It's
my
LeBron, it's Serena Williams, it's Tiger Woods, and Tom Brady is in a close fourth.
Tom
But
Brady.
those are
I
the
like
greatest
Tom.
athletes, and LeBron James is hands down probably
Yes.
in my
Don't
world
MJ.
the black hands.
See?
Oh
That's
boy,
what
we're
I'm
getting
saying.
wildly off topic.
Yeah.
Because all right, so the
we
thing
might
with
have
the
to
thing
end
with
this
Mike,
show
the
real
thing
quick.
with Mike is Mike. Everybody was forced onto Mike, and I'm gonna say my generation. Mike was forced onto them.
Yeah.
None of us saw Michael play. My generation, we didn't see Michael play. Our parents put us on to Michael. You can't sway me into believing in something.
Got you.
I acknowledge the talent. I acknowledge the legend. The man is amazing. We're not gonna knock that talented player. You're gonna argue you can't even argue. He's one of the best people to ever play basketball.
Yeah.
I saw LeBron my entire life. I grew up on Bron.
Sure.
So the same infatuation people have with Jordan, I carry that times 2 because I also got to see what LeBron did off the court.
Yeah.
To me, LeBron
Yes.
is one of the greatest men ever on this planet.
Thank you. What about if you're in the era where you saw both, like me?
That's
That's what I'm trying to say.
and the fact that you don't and then when you feel the feeling of it not being pitted against you, you get to enjoy it more. I hate that people go out of their way to bash LeBron.
Yeah.
People go out of their way to
Really?
bash everything I love. People go out of their way to bash LeBron, bash the Cowboys, bash Batman. People go out of their way for that. But it's like at the end of the day, all 3 of those things have stood the test of time.
Yeah.
You hate the Cowboys, the wealthiest football franchise. You hate Batman's just a regular da-da-da-da-da. Batman has never died. R.I.P. Tony Stark. Batman can single-handedly take down all of the Justice League, has done it before, is the reason the Justice League got beat. If there's no Batman, the Justice League doesn't lose.
Oh, this is great.
And then LeBron
is
James, what the fuck has LeBron done wrong?
King
Right.
James.
Nothing. Nothing.
James.
You cry and you criticize his game, cool, you can do that. But LeBron isn't doing shit wrong.
I love
That's the
LeBron.
greatest black man on earth.
I love LeBron.
So outside of that, bro, yeah, man, no, we're besties.
Yeah, we never had any problems, right? He has no dust ups.
No scandals, nothing.
No
And
scandals.
even if he
Clean
was
as a
in some,
whistle.
even if he was in some shit, which I'm not saying he is, even if he was in some shit, it's been handled so greatly, it doesn't matter.
Right.
The man brought his team on board.
he's
His
the man.
homie didn't have to take the traditional route to become an agent. Now these motherfuckers own a good chunk of the NBA. LeBron gets paid from all of the people he plays with.
Yeah.
Because they're managing everybody he plays with or plays against.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep the money in the circle.
Yeah.
LeBron's the greatest, bro. That's all.
Let's go, King James.
Dude.
Whatever, man. We'll be here forever.
Yeah, all day.
I love you.
man.
Thank you for
buddy.
having me. I appreciate it.
We're
Ian,
out.
we're now besties.
Yo,
I gotta get your
for
number
real.
and all
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
gang.
Woo.
That was awesome, dude.
This was fun.
Great. Dude, thanks for this.
Man, thank you.
Sorry, we went a little bit long. I know you have.
Yeah, we